the scroll of ADEPHA. The Doomshape, called the Destroyer, in Egypt was seen in all the lands whereabouts. In color, it was bright and fiery, in appearance changing and unstable. It twisted about itself like a coil, like water bubbling into a pool from an underground supply. And all agreed it was a most fearsome sight. It was not a great comet or a loosened star, being more like a fiery body of flame. Its movements on high were slow. Below, it swirled in a manner of smoke, and it remained close to the sun, whose face it hid. There was a bloody redness about it, which changed as it passed along its course. It caused death and destruction in its rising and setting. It swept the earth with great cinder rain and caused many plagues, hunger, and other evils. It bit the skin of men and beasts until they became mottled with sores. The earth was troubled and shook. The hills and mountains moved and rocked. The dark smoke-filled heavens bowed over earth, and a great howl came to the ears of men, borne to them under the wings of the wind. It was the cry of the Dark Lord, the Master of Dread. Thick clouds of fiery smoke passed before him. There was an awful hail of hot stones and coals of fire. The Doomshape thundered sharply in the heavens and shot out bright lightnings. The channels of water were turned back unto themselves when the land tilted, and great trees were tossed about and snapped like twigs. Then a voice like 10,000 trumpets was heard over the wilderness, and before its burning breath the flames parted. The whole of the land moved and mountains melted. The sky itself roared like 10,000 lions in agony, and bright arrows of blood sped back and forth across its face. Earth swelled up like bread upon the hearth. This was the aspect of the Doomshape called the Destroyer, when it appeared in days long gone by, olden times. It is thus said and described in the old records, few of which remain. It is said that when it appears in the heavens above, earth splits open from the heat like a nut roasted before the fire. Then flames shoot up through the surface and leap about like fiery fiends upon black blood. The moisture inside the land is all dried up. The pastures and cultivated places are consumed in flames, and all trees become white ash. The Doomshape is like a circling ball of flame which scatters small, fiery offspring in its train. It covers about a fifth part of the sky and sends writhing snake-like fingers down to earth. Before the sky it appears frightened, and it breaks up and scatters away. Midday is no brighter than night. It spawns a host of terrible things. These are the things said of the Destroyer in the old records. Read them with a solemn heart, knowing that the Doomshape has in its appointed time and will return. It should, and it would be foolish to let them go unheeded. Now, say such things are not destined for our days. May the great God above grant that this be so. But come, the day surely will. In accordance with his nature, mankind will be unprepared.